Welcome to today's topic. In this lesson, we would like to share more about forming quadratic equations from given notes. So to begin with, I'll begin by defining what a root is. So roots I can define are the x values that we get after solving. So after solving any quadratic equation, we say x is equal to this, x is equal to that. Those values, or which are the answers, or which are the solutions of x, are known as roots. Now, the question here talks about finding the equation whose roots are these ones. After solving, we get these roots. So how can we get back from where we started, and what is the equation that was solved to find these roots? That's the topic. Now there are two words of which with these two examples I'm going to demonstrate those two words. The first one I will talk about it in the first example, and the second one I will use another method. So method one talks about this. So first step, we say x equals negative 3 over 4, or x equals 2 over 5. Remember, the general form of quadratic equations are as follows: x squared is equal to is not is equal to x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So this is the general form. So after solving, we should get an equation in this form. Now we have this f, which is coefficient of x squared. So using this one, we need to get an equation which is in this form, as I've already said. Now to get that, we take this to this side, is x plus 3 over 4, or x minus 2 over 5 equals 0. Now this one is equal to 0 as well. It says x plus 3 over 4 is equal to 0, or x minus 2 over 5 is equal to 0. 0, 0. Now, this means that if we take this multiplied by this, the answer is 0, because this is reading us, or is giving us 0, and this as well is leading to 0. Now, taking this multiplied by this, we need to get 0. Now we introduce brackets because there are two values or two terms. So we say x plus 3 over 4, close bracket x minus 2 over 5. All these we get 0. Between these brackets there are multiplication signs. Now we say x times x is x squared, x times this is minus 2 over 5 x, and x times this is plus 3 over 4x, and x times this is numerator times numerator, which is negative. Since negative times positive is negative, negative 6 over 20, and we get 0. Now after that, we have to simplify these like terms. Now we have got x squared. We are going to get common denominator between this and this is 20. Now this into this is 4. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. This into this is 5. 5 times this one is positive. Sorry, here should be 8x. Here should be 15x. And here is 6 over 20. We can simplify this one. We will do that later on. Equals 0. And then x squared, between this and this there is that operation. So to negative 8x plus 15 is positive 7x over 20. It's like 15 minus 8x, which is equal to 7. Now minus this 2 into this is 3. 2 into this is 10. Now is equal to 0. So this is the equation that produced these values, x values, after solving. Now we can keep this in this format or in fraction format as it is, or we can simplify this one, making all the values whole numbers. So to do so, we need to find the common denominator. Common denominator of this, and this has got 1 as a denominator. So you can see is 20. So we are going to multiply through by 20, x squared plus 7x over 20 times 20, and again minus 3 over 10 times 20 is equal to 0. So here is a 20x squared. Here this cancels this, plus 7x, and this into this is 2. 3 times this one is minus 6, which is equal to 0. So this equation is in the form of whole numbers. Now this is method number 1. Let's go to method number 2. This involves this x value and this x value. Now we are not going to use the method which we solved, but we want to use something different. Now what's that? All the quadratic equations follows this general format: ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. This means that we have to get values like a, b, and c. But to use this method, we need to make sure that the coefficient of this one is equal to 1. X squared is equal to 1. Now to do that, what should we do? We need at least to divide through by ax squared. After dividing, this is what we get. This cancels this, and we get x squared plus b over a, x plus c over a is equal to 0. So looking at this, we can see that this one is constant, this is coefficient of x, and this is having coefficient 1, which is positive. Now, after that, to get this constant, what do we do? We say constant c over a is equal to, let's say, x1, or let's assume that we can say, let's take x1 be equal to m and x2 be equal to n. So to find the constant, what do? We simply take this multiplied by this one. In this case, we can say is m multiplied by n. Now, m multiplied by n, we get constant. And to find b over a, which is the coefficient of x, what do? We say is equal to negative bracket m, which is x1, plus n. We just add these two. Now, using this analogy, we are going to get back to this, which says that x1 is this one. For example, x1 equals negative 7 plus root 31, this over 2, and or x2, or second value of x, is equal to negative 7 minus root 31, this over 2 as well. Now we need to find constant. So to find constant, we're saying constant, which is c over a, equals we have to multiply this times this. So it's negative 7 plus root 31 over 2 multiplied by negative 7 minus root 31 over 2. So expansion of this is like negative 7 times negative 7 is equal to 49 positive. and this times this is positive 7 lot 31. This one times this is negative 7 lot 31, and this times this root cancels this, and we have negative times positive is negative what? Negative 31. The whole of this over 2 times 2, which is equal to 4. Now C over A equals this minus this. Since these are like terms, they're going to vanish, and this 49 minus 31, we get what you call this into this. This minus this is 8, and 4 minus this is 1 over 4. So simplification of this, 2 into this is 1, 2 into this is 2 into this is 2, 2 into this is 9. It's like 9 over 2. After that, we have to get a coefficient of x, which is the middle term. Now, coefficient of x, b over a, we have said we are going to negate the additional sum of m minus, plus n. Now, x value, this one is negative 7 plus root 31, this over 2, now plus negative 7 minus root 31, this over 2. Now we are negating this one. So b over a, in this case, is equal to negative. We are going to find common denominator of which is 2. This into this is negative 7 plus root 31 because it's 1. And this into this is 1 times the whole numerator. We get minus 7 minus root 31. Now this in bracket, so b over a equals negative bracket. You can see that this and this vanishes, and negative 7, we get negative 14 over 2. And this b over a equals what? If we try to simplify this, it's like negative times negative is positive 14 over 2. So simplification of this is 7. Now it's like 7 over 1. So a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 7. So using these values, we are going to substitute back in the equation. Which equation? This equation, which is the general format, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 in this one. So where there is this, we are going to put 7. We have got x squared plus what? Plus 7x, and the value of c over a is plus 9 over 2. The whole of this is equal to 0. Now you can see that this is in the format of fraction. You can change this to whole numbers by multiplying through by 2. So multiplying by 2 is 2 times x squared plus 2 times 7x plus 9 over 2 times 2, and it is equal to 0 times 2. So all these will get 2x squared plus 14x plus this into this, we get 9 is equal to 0. So this is original expression, or not expression but equation, that produced these x values after solving. So if you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Goodbye.